Sorry if my voice sounds a little harsh. I'm getting over being sick. But this is actually related to a conversation I had with a cohort earlier this week about whether or not running Linux natively versus, virtually or remotely is going to give you the same benefits. And I came from the point originally that I used to think that if you're not running Linux on raw metal, then you're kind of cutting corners. That was a ridiculous viewpoint as far as I'm concerned. I have totally switched vibes on that one because it came to my understanding now that the power of Linux is the power that it runs everywhere, like absolutely everywhere. You can run it right now, no matter what operating system. Uh, well, okay, almost. So we're gonna start with ways you can get your hands on some good Linuxy goodness, and the different tools and options are available depending on what hardware you got. Now, obviously, there's some. If you're watching this on a Linux desktop, you got everything you need to go. You got your terminal, you got your system. You're already probably on your way, and that's great. Congratulations, you're kicking ass. If you're running macOS, some of these options might work for you. I think macOS has Docker, but I, I really don't know. I really don't understand that world. So we're gonna go in the different tools and options that are available. So we're gonna start with coming over here to Termux. So Termux is an Android application you get off F-Droid. You can download it directly off of the GitHub, and it is the terminal emulator part that talks to Android's built-in kernel. Android's kernel and Linux kernel are cousins. Like they build Android off of Linux. So you have the back end, and now this gives you the CLI front end, and you have essentially a fairly complete Unix system right here. This, of course, is free and open source. Again, I recommend you getting off F-Droid because, well, that's the only guaranteed store that's going to have the newest build that's actually published by the developers. And that's a good one for tablets. That one's good for ones for phones. Maybe not for Chromebooks because I think you have to unlock a Chromebook to get F-Droid installed, but your mileage may vary on that front. And where a lot of tech people end up starting, of course, is Windows subsystem for Linux. Now, I've only used this a little bit because I don't have a regular everyday Windows machine, so I have no idea how great this works, but I've heard that it's pretty good. And again, this is once you have your Windows terminal open, you can pop into WSL and WSL2, and that gives you all the tools you need to start tinkering, learning, and gaining the benefits of the system. Now, maybe you're running a different version of operating system that doesn't have that as an option, and maybe you're running Mac OS, and then that's where VirtualBox. A lot of people get their first step into the Linux world by running Linux in a virtual machine, and yeah, I can't stress this enough. I think it's a better idea when you're learning to go with a virtual machine over a dual boot system. That boot partition on your machine, if you don't know what you're doing and you scramble it, it's a big pain in the ass. VirtualBox is just an application that runs on your system. So it's very easy to get back to doing what you need to be doing, especially if you don't have the luxury of running more than one machine. So when you're learning, VirtualBox is going to be an excellent choice. Excellent choice. Let me close this one here. Now this one I might have talked about before. So every Google account comes with a free virtual machine that runs in the cloud. And the idea is they really want you to use this so you can, drop some money and use this interface to keep all your keys and files to log in and set things up for Google Compute. but everyone has it. It's already baked into your account. And so you just go to this URL right here, shell.cloud.google.com, and you hit the, I agree, I promise I'll do evil things, and it pops right up. And it's a full, whoops, it's a full system. Neofetch not found, sudo install neofetch. Yes. It's a full Debian system, actually. It says Bullseye right here. I don't know if it's going to be updated to any newer ones moving forward, but right now it's Bullseye, and it's complete. This is what there you go. Google Compute Engine says it's been running for 2 hours, even though my particular instance of it has been running for about 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. But it's a full machine. You can install applications on it. You can do whatever you want. After some time of inactivity, it will wipe itself. So next time you log in, any applications you installed are gone. But any files you saved to your folder are still going to be there. I have my dev folder. I have some SSH keys in there. So you can, pop in, use it over and over again. And of course, it also comes with a baked-in VS Code editor. It's not the branded VS Code, but it's the open source one they've modified specifically to run here. Both tools are really useful and good to have. So when it comes to learning Linux, it's not like you have to go out of your way to get the tools. And because it runs on everything and everywhere, there's going to be a solution for you. Even if it's, just going to Google and connecting to their free virtual machine. So yeah, let me know if this helps as you go on your Linux learning journey. And if you want to support, this way, if you want to support me and what I do here, you can follow in the footsteps of these awesome people. And that's going to be it for now for me. And catch you guys on the flip side.